Hey there, lovelies! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie, where I love to talk all things makeup. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a full, flattering eye look for hooded eyes with one brush and one palette. Stick with me because by the end, you'll be able to see just how easy it is to create this eye look on hooded eyes. I'll share with you my #1 beginner mistake and how to avoid it. The palette that I'm going to be using is actually, I think, what was kind of a controversial one. And this is the Natasha Denona Retro Glam palette. I actually loved this palette the moment it came out. Plus, I love the packaging. Like, it's such beautiful pastel pink and green colors, which I love. And it was like the beginning of her creating her really thick palettes. Just absolutely beautiful. Now, the color story that we have going on here, there are quite a lot of neutrals actually, as well as some colors if you want to dip into those. I would consider pinks, those can lean a little more neutral, but you do have plenty of taupes, and the greens really make it pop and really make it fun. Now, the first couple of times dipping into this palette, I know I was super confused and lost like everybody else. It was like, how do you even create a look out of this palette? But trust me, I will show you how to create the most beautiful cohesive look for hooded eyes with this palette. And the blush that I'm going to be using is a Rephr number 27. It is a fluffy blending brush. This is the only brush that I'm going to be using to create this look with. And if I can do it, you can certainly do it, because I know hooded eyes are tricky, our eyes are smaller, and it just seems like it's nearly impossible to apply eyeshadow, but it's not. Really using one brush really helps keep things very minimal, especially for beginners into eyeshadow, so that you don't get overwhelmed too easily. The color that I'm going to first come in with for my transition shade is Faya. I'm going to use this as my transition shade here, just using windshield wiper motions. What I actually really like about these taupes that's very fun and unique is that they are green leaning taupes. Do you have hazel or brown eyes? This is going to be a color that really accentuates your beautiful eyes so much. I'm just putting this in the outer corner of my eye and then using those windshield wiper motions to bring it into my crease. There, I've already laid the base for this look, and I'm going to continue by using the color Maxi. Now this color is kind of a purplish color and it's a little bit shimmery. So I want to make sure to really tap that off to make sure that I don't get any fallout. Now you saw me putting that transition shade in the outer corner of my eye, and that's what I'm going to do with this brush. As you can see, I've got that color on there, not too much. And then I just start tapping. What I really like about actually using a fluffy blending brush for applying my outer color is that it kind of pre-blends it for me. And if you're a beginner, blending can be super tricky trying to figure that out. And this just does it for you. So why wouldn't you do that? It is blended. I do want to blend it a little bit more, but first I'm going to come on the other side and apply that in my outer corner. And I'm just tapping right now, making sure that they're even on both sides. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that brush and I'm going to take a little microfiber cloth that I have here, and this is going to be my switch. And I'm just coming in, I can show you, there we go. And I'm swirling that brush around because I want to take off any excess. And then I'm going to come in and use that to blend around these edges to soften things up even more. And I'm going to wipe off my brush as many times as I need to. That was using our brush. Really easy peasy. You got 2 shadows on, and honestly, you could stop right here and everything is blended really well together. You're leaving this empty space on your lid, so it is keeping your eyes bright, but we're going to take it a step further. I'm going to come in with the color Flare. This looks like an intimidating color in the pan, but once you have it on your eyes, it's actually not that bad. And I'm going to take it on my finger, and as you can see there, because I find that using a finger helps shimmer pay off so much more than using a brush. And you can use different fingers because they're all different sizes, right? I like to use my ring finger the most, because I feel like it covers the largest area that I want, but also being targeted enough to not go outside the lines I don't want it to. So I'm not bringing that all the way into my inner corner there. I'm putting this right in the middle for a transition between my lightest color and the dark color we've got out in the outer corner there. Now, don't get intimidated by using 4 colors. It's okay. As I'm showing you here, it's really actually super easy. Now I'm coming in with the color Flutter. I'm using my pinky finger so I can really get into this inner corner and then swoop it up. And I'm gonna blend it into that flare color there. And if I need to put more flare on, then I'll do that as well. I love the combo of these two together. So we're able to mostly stick to neutrals, but dip into just a little bit of color with that pink there. And there, now you have this really cohesive look that is colorful, but it's also neutrals. You only used one brush and your finger, but we're not done yet. We're gonna take that transition shade, Faya. We're just barely putting the powder in the tip of the brush, right? And then we're going to pinch it like that. And then very, very lightly put that in the outer corner of the eye. Now, let me know down in the comments, are you a shimmer or a matte shade person? Okay, you may have been able to notice just a little bit with this look here that the #1 beginner mistake on hooded eyes is actually not bringing the color up above your crease. If I look straight ahead, I can barely see that color on my lid. And if I close my eyes, obviously I can see it, right? But I'm not seeing the pink too much come above. So I want to be targeted. So I'm going to use my pinky finger and I'm going to look straight ahead with my eyes open and bring that color up a little bit more. And if you notice when I applied my transition shade, I did the same thing where I brought it above my natural crease and the outer corner of my eye so that you can actually see that color. I'm going to bring just a tad bit of transition to soften this up. And there I just created a new crease for my eye, which is up here, not on my actual crease. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on a little bit of mascara. We created this very simple wearable eye look with just one brush and one eyeshadow palette. Perfect for beginners with hooded eyes. If this look made makeup feel easier for you, then go ahead and like this video and especially subscribe so that I can keep creating more awesome content like this for you guys. And if you want to increase your creativity even further, then you'll want to go ahead and check out this video here where I show you 3 extremely wearable, colorful eye looks for this fall. And I'll see you there. Bye!